Hi, I'm Brad. I decided to make some more videos. I want to talk about the last day. Okay, everybody's wondering about the end, the last day. Well, it's going to be more than one day long, but it is going to be an end. And we're going to go, this world is going to change into paradise. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that. I do have some writings about this. But sometimes videos are a little more effective because you can see a person talking about it. It's a little more convincing. Writing seems like, it's just, maybe you got some of this stuff from, other sources and things like that. No. Every word I get is directly from God. I don't need to go to other sources unless He guides me to it. Now, He did guide me to learn about the mantle, the lava underneath the earth. And the reason, because that's what's going to happen. We're going to have we're going to have an explosion. I'll get to that. Ever since the flood, well, let's go way back in God's plan. God's plan was for paradise. That's where all of us are going to live for the rest of eternity. Okay, but before paradise, He had to have in His plans to have all of us live so we can all be judged. And the reason He judged was to find certain people that He could create into one group. Now, I've told you many times about this Word of God. There's certain people that got created to be in the new government for paradise. So that was the first stage. That's what the first stage is about. It's no more than that. So He had everybody formed in genetic dysfunctions of the flesh. I call them genetic sins. I don't know what. There's really no name to describe it, except that we do know that these dysfunctions, these sins, cause certain behaviors. Okay, and they have discovered that there's certain words like lust, greed. What else is there? We have gluttony, which is an addiction sin. We have jealousy, envy, laziness is a sin, sloth they call it, and pride is the biggest one. Alright, so all these were put in the flesh for a reason. God wanted everybody to be liars. Yeah, we're all born liars. We can't understand the truth, put it that way. We just can't understand it. These sins block us from the truth. So, we all grow up liars thinking that we speak the truth. We don't know any different until, of course, we come around somebody that does speak the truth. And so this needed to be in the world so that God's people, the ones that turned out and had faith, the ones that heard the word of truth, and they responded, and eventually was revealed to by God, and then they were given faith. This faith was needed for them to become sinless. Now the prophets couldn't be sinless because they came before Jesus, so they died sinners. But because of their faith, they were created in the Word. So their faith is what was needed. And that's all you needed was faith. So we're all going to be the new government from this age. The rest of the people, the sinners, they will die just like everybody else. And we're all going to die together. We're all going to die in this age, and that's what the end is about. The end has to come, so everybody else dies. We have to finish this age so paradise can happen. And so that was the law. The law condemned all our flesh to death. The sins. We're doomed. We're dead. The law squashed us. Okay. But God created us in His image, which were thoughts. Okay, so we're all created thoughts. That's all. And the Word was created with energy, light energy. So when we everything else was created out of us. So everybody came into us with the light. So we're all energized. So we have created images. All we need is a body to experience those images or those thoughts. So when we die in this age, we're still living. We're still in God as thoughts, ready for the next world, the next stage, the next earth. I call it paradise. Even Jesus called it paradise. I've heard it a couple times in the Bible. But, so anyway, that's where we're headed to. So don't be alarmed about this age. Don't be worried about the end. It's going to come whether you like it or not. You're going to die, and you're going to end up in this paradise. Okay, let's get into what's going to happen. It appears that I'm the last saint that's preaching the gospel. So if no other saints come out of me, out of the gospel I preach, then I'm the last guy to be speaking the word. When I die, that will be the end of gathering the word, okay? Of everybody that's in the word that spoke for God. That's the end of it. The doors will be closed. When I'm dead, there won't be any more that'll come after me. Okay, then shortly after I'm dead, then the earth is going to start buckling. Now, it might start doing weird things before I die, and that'll be signs, that it's coming. But after I die is when it's going to really start coming. And it's going to get so bad that all the buildings are going to fall down. That's how bad it's going to get. And then, of course, volcanoes will be shooting out smoke and ashes, and it's just going to get nuts. And I've seen visions. I have visions in my, not my memory, but within this knowledge I have. God has given me all these visions to see it. And all the prophecies that talk about this end time. A lot of people are going to die just from the first initial shocks, the violent shaking of the earth, knocking down all the buildings. A lot of people will be dying in the buildings, getting squashed and killed like that. Now, it's not going to be funny. I'm not doing this as a joke, okay? This is serious stuff, and people are going to be frightened terribly. But, like I'm saying, that's only your flesh, okay? That's only your flesh that's going to die. You're going to remain alive as thoughts. You're not going to lose it all, okay? Just your flesh. It's like changing skins. It's like changing your clothes. But it's going to be painful. It's going to hurt. It's going to hurt up until the point you die. When you die, bam. In the instant, you're going to wake up in paradise. Now, I'll get to that. I'll tell you why. So, anyway, this buckling is going to go on. This volcanoes, smoke and ashes. The smoke and ashes will most likely kill most people. It's going to get so overwhelming you'll smother to death. And so this will continue on, and eventually the hot lava will come buckling out. Now I'll get to that after this. I'll shut this off and get to the next tape.